Hello there. Thank you guys for joining me on a Saturday. Looks like we got some news to talk about today. Today, I am joined by my alter ego, Job. Today, well, let's pull him up right here. How's it going, Job? You want to introduce yourself?
Pretty good. Hi, my name's Job. I don't know much. I don't really take a party, so I'm here as a double view host or post or kind of point of view, I guess. So
You're come on. You're being too modest. You're actually my inside man. You're the guy that breaks into the Mexican side of the border, and you go and.
no, don't say
I'm,
that.
I'm joking. I'm joking. It's all legal. He's illegal. Not illegal, he's illegal. Let me correct myself. But no, we'll be talking about some stuff today regarding the border, and we'll also be talking about some other news. Um, and there wasn't a whole lot of stories today, but there were some interesting ones to do with China, Act Blue, Trump's property getting vandalized. Speaking of which, that'll probably be the first one we talk about. And then let's see. Uh oh, I'm getting messages from people. They were trying to share my stream before I shared it. Well, too slow, too slow. So let's go ahead and get into this first story. Let me share the screen here. So I don't know what this is gonna look like on your side of things, Job, but here you go. So can you?
Oh, that's
Oh
so.
wait, there we go.
Yeah, that's better.
Okay, I had it on the wrong screen. That is my bad. I've been doing that a lot this week. So apparently, earlier this morning, it was reported that Trump's Scottish golf resort was vandalized by pro-Palestinian activists. Activists from Palestine Action have vandalized Donald Trump's Turnberry Golf Resort in Scotland. The vandalism included spraying the message "Gaza is not for sale" across the lawn, digging up several greens, and painting pro-Palestinian slogans on buildings. This act of protest is reportedly in response to Trump's policies regarding Gaza, with the activists using vandalism to express their dissent. So then we have some pictures here. They got the house pretty good. Like they got it. That's a 2-story building. They got it all the way up to the second floor, and you can see other pictures here. I'll blow them up. So here you go. I mean, yeah, they just like spray painted the house red. They marked up one of his front walls. They said "F Trump," "Free Palestine," and then they said "Pal Action," which is the group responsible. Looks like they painted this into his golf course, and then you can see off to the left. You could also see that they dug up some dirt. It says "Gaza is not for sale," and then just a picture of them destroying the actual course itself. So I mean, like overall, this is just pretty stupid in my opinion. I don't know exactly what this does for Palestine, but what do you think, Job?
Only thing I can think of, if I want something done, I'm not going to go around destroying things to get that point across.
Well, yeah, like if your goal is to have peace, then like destruction of property is not how you're going to get that peace, right?
Right.
So, I mean, and this is apparent. If I had to assume, this is in response to Trump's statements regarding taking Gaza and then relocating all the Gazans, which I don't agree with that with those statements. But he hasn't made any efforts to actually do that. So I think Trump was just talking out of his ass, to be honest. But yeah, it wouldn't be the first time that he does that. But what do you think should go on with Gaza? No, that's a very heated political discussion. I don't know if you have any opinions on that. If you do have some opinions, you could share them. But the overall, the whole Gaza Israel stuff is just, in my opinion, we just stay the fuck out of it. But
Yeah, I was gonna say I honestly don't know enough about the Gaza situation to really give my viewpoint on it. I haven't done much research into it because I personally I don't care about it. Like,
I mean, and that's how it should be, right? Like, why should you care what's going on in Israel and Palestine? Like, it doesn't affect us.
well, the one reason we should care is because it can eventually impact us one day. So we should have an idea of what's going on, but we shouldn't be interviewing ourselves.
That's fair. That's a valid point. Yeah. And then it's oh we got a comment. Who's that? I can't. I think that's Joey. It says China tariffs Canada. Nice. Yeah. We'll get into that story in just a moment. We got a few things to talk about regarding China. And then we also have oh, what is that? I can't see the live chat. Oh, we got a rumble rant from back in Blanco. He sent in $1. Hell yeah. He said, "Hey pal, are you live streaming to Discord right now? On my Discord, it shows a mic next to your name. If so, what kind of black magic is this?" I am not streaming to Discord, but that is a valid point that you bring up. So the reason I am currently in my Discord is because people can call in using my Discord link. And if they want to come and argue with Job or myself about something I say, they are more than welcome to. Let me. You can find the link in the description, but I will also post it in the chat in just a moment. So if you guys have something to come argue with us about, then go right ahead. Be my guest. I'll try to keep an eye on the Discord to have you guys pull you guys up. So I just linked it in the chat. Hopefully it sends to both YouTube and Rumble. I said it too, but we'll see. And then as far as another story that I wanted to talk about was Act Blue. So Act Blue is like one of Democrats, the Democrats, I should say, one of the Democrats' biggest fundraising group. And I've actually talked about this with you in the past, Joe, before I started doing my live stream stuff.
Yeah,
But multiple people, I think even Steven Crowder have pointed out, but more importantly, James O'Keefe of O'Keefe Media Group, he has like a list of people that are supposedly have donated to Act Blue, and he goes to their house and he's like, hey, in the past 5 years, did you donate $10,000 to Act Blue? And they're like, no, I donated $5 like 5 years ago. And it's like, oh, well, says right here that you donated $10,000, and he goes to like dozens of people's houses where it's
yeah,
a thing where it's like, no, I didn't donate that money, and it's like, okay, well, where'd that money come from?
yeah. The receipts say otherwise.
Receipts say that you donated the money, and in my opinion, what it shows is that it's like I don't know I don't know what you would call it, but it's definitely fraud. They're basically putting these donations under other donors' names in order to get this money. So who knows actually where this money's coming from?
Yeah, that's fraud.
Outright, just outright fraud. We have some other comments. Dude, you still have Facebooks from high school with straight cringe posted to them. Just a heads up. Uh, oh, that's back in Blanco. He said, "Hey, look, if you find my Facebook, I got some cringe on there too. But here's the thing: I don't give a damn. So I'm more than open about me being wrong in the past. So if there's something on my Facebook or back in Blanco's Facebook or anyone for that matter, honestly, in my opinion, you probably shouldn't take it down. But if it gets brought up and you're like, oh, I have a different opinion now, you just clarify. In my opinion, anyway. Back in Blanco says, I'm new to the internet, man. I was a boomer before like a month ago. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, Blanco. But so let's see. So Act Blue groups behind the Tesla protest. So if you haven't seen, but there have been all kinds of protests regarding Tesla because Elon Musk bad, and they've been calling him a Nazi and stuff like that. What's your opinion on that, Job? Did he do a Nazi salute?
I think not. No.
I think he's just made a weird gesture, right? Like he's
Yeah, you gotta remember the guy has a lot going on, like in the mind. So it could be a problem with that.
Oh, look, we got this. Blanco and Professor D Hama, which is Joey Cannoli, both friends of the show. He said Blanco is a self-admitted reformed leftist. Yes, he is. He has admitted that he used to be a leftist, but he has seen the light, and he has come to the brighter side of things. At least for now. At least for now, it's the brighter side of things. That can always change. We got to remember that. So we have this from Elon Musk. An investigation has found 5 Act Blue funded groups responsible for Tesla protest: Troublemakers, Disruption Project, Rise and Resist, Indivisible Project, and Democratic Socialists of America. Act Blue funders include George Soros, Reid Hoffman, Herbert Sandler, Patricia Bowman, and Leah Hunt Hendricks. I don't know the majority of those names. I know who George Soros is because he's like the most famous leftist donor. But Act Blue is currently under investigation for allowing foreign and illegal donations in criminal violation of campaign finance regulations. This week, 7 Act Blue senior officials resigned, including the Associate General Counsel. If you know anything about this, please post it in the replies. Thanks, Elon. So, looks like Elizabeth Warren was caught diverting funds intended for victims of the LA fires to Act Blue. Yeah, that was a scandal that you and I talked about. There was a bunch of Democrats posting like donation links for the wildfires in California, but what they neglected to mention was that, like, I think it was like 5 to 10% of the proceeds. So if you donated $100, 10 of that dollars went to Act Blue. So you were technically donating to Democrats.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that, Joe? Your house burns down and there's people trying to send you money, and the Democrats are over here like, oh, I need my cut. I need my cut on that.
That beats what they're trying to do. I mean, typically a donation system's all the money will go towards the problem. That's why they donated to.
You would think so, right? You would think
Right.
that when you donate to something, the money actually goes to the thing you're donating. Because, like, I mean, how many Republicans donated to try to support these people in their fires, and little do they know that they're actually, supporting Democrats. And this is just another point to the Act Blue thing. They're not even using the what is it, the fundraiser Act Blue, the organization. They use funds to pay for disruption groups. They pay for protests and stuff like that. When this fund is supposed to be for Democrat politicians, but it looks like they're just trying to run what is it, like disruption groups. So it's really interesting to see. But I'm like I mentioned before, I'm not too surprised about it because James O'Keefe in the past has exposed them for campaign finance frauds, and Elon Musk even said it in this tweet. They are currently under investigation for campaign finance fraud or violation of regulations. So we'll see what happens with that. But it's nice to see it overall because Act Blue is just a disgusting organization, and if they go under, then that's going to hit the Democrats pretty hard because, like I said, this is one of their biggest organizations for donations and stuff. So if this goes under, it'll be interesting to see how Democrats earn money in the future. But do you have anything to add to that? And then I'll start pulling
No,
up the next story.
I don't got anything to add to that one really.
Okay, well, I'm sure we'll talk about this one for a hot moment. Going on to China. So we got some stuff about China. Looks like China. I didn't pull up the window. My bad. I keep doing that. Okay, China. So it looks like Missouri wins a $24 billion lawsuit against China in COVID-19 lawsuit. A federal judge in Missouri has ruled in favor of the state, awarding a $24 billion judgment against the Chinese Communist Party. The lawsuit claims China covered up the origins of the COVID-19 pandemic and hoarded personal protective equipment. The Chinese government did not respond to the lawsuit in court, and the enforceability of this judgment remains uncertain. Job, do you think China is going to pay up, or do you think they'll even acknowledge this?
No.
Why not? Why wouldn't they acknowledge this?
Yeah, read a little bit more.
Oh, Joey says I'm protesting Tyler until he says the name right. Joey, names are my weakness. Okay, if you could type the correct pronunciation, I'll try my best. Okay, let me put the glasses on. I'll try to read your name a little better.
I
Uh,
honestly just doubt they care enough.
oh wait, he did put the he did put the pronunciation. I got you, Joey. I got you. Professor Dama. Okay, Professor Dama.
Yeah,
Got
just
you.
do this.
Did I say it right, Joey? Professor Dama. Look, I'm terrible with names. Okay. It says, "I bet China will pay for it." You really think China's gonna pay for this? I don't think China's. I don't even think China's gonna acknowledge it. To be honest. Um, but it looks like Attorney General Andrew Bailey. Let's see, is he the Attorney General of Missouri? Yeah, Missouri Attorney General. So it says, "Hey China, you owe Missouri 24 billion. I just want a judgment in court. Pay up, or we start seizing assets and farmland." No, that's what should happen. I hope China doesn't pay for it. I hope we just start. Yeah, okay. Well, the chat's a little laggy. Joey, you'll see it. Don't worry. You'll see me. I said it right. I promise. But Joe, what would you rather happen? China pays this 24 billion, or we start seizing the farmland that they've bought?
I want the farmland.
I want the farmland, man. I don't care if they pay the 24 billion. I almost want them to just completely ignore it, so then we could just start seizing their farmland. I mean, I think we should seize their farmland anyway. It's utterly ridiculous that a foreign government would own farmland in this country, especially an adversary. Like I've been arguing all this week about why is Russia an adversary. I know why China's an adversary. They want world domination. Uh, so it's just interesting to see. And regarding the, let's see, the lawsuit claims China covered up the origins of COVID-19 pandemic and hoarded personal protective equipment. So what it means by hoarding personal protective equipment is the majority of our N95 masks are created in China, just like a lot of products there, and they didn't want to ship them to us. They just didn't want to sell them to us because they wanted to keep them for themselves. And then as far as the origins, where do you think COVID originated from, Joe?
Well, I've heard many different opinions, but I think either China did start it or our government did.
I think it's a bit of both. I think it came from
Yeah,
the Wuhan lab that was testing
yeah.
coronaviruses. I think that's where it came from. Did you at any point believe the story about like someone eating a bat and then got COVID that way, or did you even hear about that story?
No, that is a story that I did hear. That's like that wasn't that like one of the biggest opinions
Yeah,
that.
that was like one of the main narratives that they tried to
Yeah,
push because they didn't want people to what's it called?
suspect.
They didn't want people to talk about the Wuhan lab, which
Yeah,
I think our government and China's government are both, I don't know about equally to blame, but they both played a role in that. Looks like we got another $2 from Back in Blanco. Let's see, bro, they are giving away our farmland to the Chinese. They have spies from the Chinese. Biden took money from the Chinese. Why? Why? Because what the Chinese did is exactly what our government wants. Yeah, I mean, it's interesting to see that we are supposed to be adversaries with China, yet we just allow them to do so many different things in this country. Like I know, Job, you and I have talked about how China runs secret police stations in our own country, like in New York, where they were policing Chinese Americans. I think we've talked about that before, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
It's crazy to me that like we don't go harder on them. And then even during the Biden administration, what do you think should have happened when they were flying balloons over the country? Because in my opinion, I think we should have shot it down the moment we found out about it.
Wouldn't it doesn't that go under invading our airspace?
Yeah, you would think, right? That's definitely
Right.
an invasion of airspace, or at least unauthorized. It's at least an unauthorized entry into our airspace. And the balloon, I believe, flew over multiple military installations.
Yeah.
So it's
No,
like,
it
I,
gives me the opinion they're doing nothing good.
yeah, no, I mean, China's always up to no good, but I don't know. It's interesting. Let's see what other tweets. We got a few people talking about this. Eric Schmidt. Who is Eric Schmidt? United States Senator of Missouri. He said, "When I was Attorney General of Missouri, I sued China for unleashing COVID on the world. My successor and friend Andrew Bailey continued the work, and today court awarded Missouri $24 billion in damages. Missouri can now seize assets. Just call us the show me the money state." Yeah, no, I that's what I want. Maybe that's what Joey meant by they will pay for it because they should seize. I'm all for seizing property of China. I'm all for that. Because I mean, overall, just screw China.
The
Say
are on U.S. soil too, right?
it again.
The properties are on U.S. soil too, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
they're one of the biggest farmland owners in the United
Yeah.
States now. I think the only one that has more than them is Bill Gates, which I don't think he should have that much farmland either. He's one of Jeffrey Epstein's best friends. I don't think he should be in charge of our food production. Which we'll see what happens with the Epstein list. We'll see if he ends up on there or not. Me personally, I think he's definitely on there because we've talked about it before. But the whole reason his wife divorced him was because he was because of his relationship with Epstein. That's exactly what her words. Those her words. She said, "I divorced him because of his relationship with Epstein." So I don't want to read into that too much, but one would be led to believe that there's nothing good going on there. But we'll go into this next story talking about China. Um, let's see. So China imposes tariffs on Canadian imports and retaliation. China has imposed retaliatory tariffs on Canadian agriculture products, including a 100% tariff on rapeseed oil. I've never heard that. I've heard people say rapeseed, but I thought they meant grapeseed, and they were like trying to do a play on words. Do you know what rapeseed is?
If someone asked me for that, I would not know what they're talking about.
Yeah, I have no idea what that is. Can someone in the chat clarify what a rapeseed is? I've never heard of that. But apparently, it's not just on rapeseed oil; it's also on rapeseed meal. also on peas, and a 25% tariff on pork and some seafood. This move is perceived as a response to Canadian tariffs on Chinese electric vehicles and aligns with the broader context of the U.S. China trade tensions. The tariffs impact over $2.6 billion worth of Canadian exports, signaling a deepening of economic friction between the two nations. So I'm interested to see how Canada will react to this because I don't know if you saw the reaction by Canada earlier this week. Did you see what China was doing when they found out they were putting tariffs on them?
I did not know.
No? Okay, here, let me go ahead and find those clips then. Uh, it was funny. So I'm sure you don't know a whole lot about tariffs, but basically the United States has had like no tariffs on China for a very long time, and they've had quite hefty tariffs on us. How much do you think they tariff things like dairy and milk, eggs, stuff like that? How much do you think they tariff like when we trade eggs, milk, and dairy to them? How much do you think they add on?
I recently watched a little bit about tariffs. It's not as much as Canada, if I'm correct, right? Or
No,
is
no, that's what I'm saying. The United States trading to Canada dairy. How much do you think Canada charges us?
300%, if I'm correct, right?
Yeah, no, it's 300 friggin'
And they're
percent.
out of 25.
Yeah, I think the only tariffs that we've had on China until recently was we had tariffs. It was like 14 to 20%, and it was on like softwood or something like that. That's
Yeah,
the only tariff that we've really had on them. We have had a couple of other tariffs, but they've never reached that high numbers. And now they're getting upset that we're putting tariffs on them. We'll see the reaction, but they haven't had nearly a big a reaction as they did with the United States. So here's a video. Let me get your thoughts on this video. Let me go ahead and pull this up. Okay, so this is from Canada. Let me know what you think. Where is it? Okay, so this is from the Krasensteins, which I know you don't know who they are, but it says scenes from Ontario, Canada. I played this earlier this week, so sorry if you guys are seeing this again, but I want to get Job's opinion on it. Scenes from Ontario, Canada, making America great again by making the world hate us and not buy from us. This is American liquor produced in red states that has been ordered to be taken off the shelves across Ontario. So, following the tariffs that the United States put on Canada, they actually started removing liquor from their shelves. Here, watch this.
yeah, no, I remember this. I was on your live when you were talking about it with Black and Blanco, right?
I believe that was Blanca we had on that day. Yeah. What are your thoughts on this? Like, what do you think? Like, do you think this is justified, or do you think they're stupid for doing this?
I'm gonna be honest. I agree with, I believe, Black and Blanco's opinion on this. They're serious about it, so they're gonna stop the sale, and they're gonna show, look, we're okay with losing the money. We don't. We mean it that much that we're okay with losing the money.
Did do you think that they should be doing something similar with China now that China is putting massive tariffs on them? Like you would think, right? You would think that if this is the reaction that the United States got for a 25% tariff, then they should have a similar reaction to 100% tariff on rapeseed meal, peas, and stuff like that. The 100, we didn't tariff them 100%. We only tariffed them 25%.
Right.
So I don't know. Are they going to start taking down Chinese products now? I just feel like it's a double standard, and a lot of Canadians are upset with America right now, and they were just kind of like looking for a reason to do this, in my opinion. And then we have this from the chat. Professor Dama, Joey Cannoli, he said rape seed oil is the chemical compound found in roofies. I don't know if that's true, but that would be pretty funny. Not that either of those things are funny, but it's a good play on words. I worked with a guy that produced GHB. He was also convicted of having CP on 3 occasions. Good times. What is that in relation to back in Blanco? What the hell? I have not been keeping up with the chat, evidently.
Yeah, that's not popping up on my screen. I have to manually open it.
I was gonna say I could click it for you. Like here, I'll click this one. Can you see it when I do that?
It's way too small from my perspective
It's okay.
since.
I'll read it to you. Don't worry about it. It says, "Bro, you give that dude more PR than his worst enemy." Uh, wait, what is that? What do you mean by that? And then back in Blanco, F Canada, we care too much about those soft dick frostbacks. That's crazy. Hopefully YouTube's okay with me saying that because that was funny. But no, I think the whole thing with China though, like it's just kind of funny. Like I'm wondering what's going to happen with Canada because Canada was already struggling with us, tariffing them before. So it's like, how are they going to fare now? Because what was it? Justin Trudeau before Trump became president was asking him about tariffs and stuff like that, and he's like, "Well, I'm going to tariff your country," and he's like, "Well, if you do that, our economy will collapse." Well, now they're not getting tariffed just by the United States; they're also getting tariffed by China. So it's like, I wonder what's going to happen.
China's like, really? Okay.
Like, oh, we're hitting we're hitting Canada, huh? Huh. Interesting. Oh, here we go. Let's see. What other stories do we have? We got a few other stories. Let's go ahead and talk about your story, Job. Job is my on the ground reporter. It would seem that's where he's been all week. He's been on the ground reporting for me. He's been doing important work for the show. Uh, let me go ahead and pull this up. Job likes to take trips down to Mexico, and he pointed out to me that he actually noticed that they removed the barbed wire from the border wall. Any idea why they might have done that, Job?
So I asked Grok about it, and it says to reinforce the border, but to me that just maybe they have more planned, and that's just excuse me, that's just step one of it, and that's just how it looks for
They're
the
just like adding
moment.
a base to it. Well, because prior to this, you said that there was barbed wire on top, and in my opinion,
Yeah,
barbed wire is a lot harder to get over than just a solid sheet metal.
well, that's why I don't believe that this might be uh its final stage. That look, it makes no sense to take the barbed wire down for reinforcement and then put a solid steel panel.
Yeah, no, it definitely doesn't make any sense. But I don't know. I don't know what they're doing down at the border. There was a oh, let me see if I could find this story from what is his name? Shit. I'm blanking on his name right now, but he had a video earlier from today. Let me see if I could find it. Quick stall. No. Give me your thoughts, Job. I like talking about the cartels. Do you think we should go bomb the cartels?
Yeah,
You
I was
said
talking.
yeah.
I was talking to my buddy earlier. I think we should. They are a really big worry for us right now.
So I have had this argument a few times. Let me know what you think of this. So with us going into Mexico and whatever that looks like, fighting them, uh the issue with that, right, is the reason the cartels exist is because there's not a lot of economic opportunities there. And if we go and destroy the cartels, what's to stop them from just making another cartel when there's nothing, like there's nothing economic for them to really do. There's no good jobs out there or anything like that. Like, how do we solve that? Or like, do you have any suggestions there? Because the person that I talked to was basically like, if we go over there and we destroy the cartel, they're basically just gonna pop back up, like right after that. So his suggestion was basically that we go and nation build over there, which I don't know if I fully agree with that because every time we go and nation build somewhere, we always get ourselves into more deep shit. So like I don't really know what the solution is there, but all I know is that the cartels need to be put up. We need to put a boot down on them.
Hear me out. Instead of putting money towards transgender stuff, let's just put it towards rebuilding Mexico.
So you would be in favor of like some nation building over there, like helping them out? Because I mean they are our neighbor. It could benefit us in the long run if you think about it. I just don't know how I feel about nation building because we've done that in the past and it never ends up good for us.
The thing is, if we don't do anything right now, it this seems like more of a worry than what nation building might do.
Yeah. And Joey brings up a good point. Well, I'll bring up this point first. Just conquer them. Yeah. uh,
Hey, let's liberate them.
we'll just go liberate them. I don't know. We need to go liberate. There's a few places that need liberation, Joe, but I think we need to start spreading the democracy. Uh,
We gotta start somewhere, though.
but Joey says, but we never nation built on a country. We never nation built a country on our own border. So yeah, that's kind of like that's the difference here. Is we're not having to span an entire ocean to go and nation build. They are on our border. that's why I kind of feel like that might be the only solution. We go and stomp out the cartels. We keep a presence there, and then we nation build there. We help them build up their infrastructure, get jobs and industry going. And in the long run, that would help us because they are one of our largest trade partners. They're our friggin' neighbor.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the solution is, but I think that is a solution, that is an option. Because the I've talked about it with you. I think we should go and take out the cartels, but when I hear things like, well, why are the cartels there? And people have brought up good points. Like, you can take out the cartels, but that doesn't mean something similar won't sprout back up. You need to solve the root of the issue.
So the way I look at it is, what? How would we react if, let's say, China was sending in clothes or food that was poisoned?
I mean, don't they?
Well, the and it's killing a lot of people. I
Oh,
mean, in the crisis of fentanyl.
yeah. Well,
And the,
the precursor chemicals of fentanyl actually come from China.
really,
Yeah, the chemicals that is made to use fentanyl, I'm not exactly sure on the chemical composition, but China sends it to Mexico to be produced there.
I think
So
we did that actually.
yeah, so it's interesting you
Yeah.
say that because China's already kind of doing that. They're just using the Mexican cartel as their proxy to do it.
Yeah.
Uh, Let's see. Oh, and then Blanco responding to Joey, he said, "It makes more sense to conquering. Wait, sorry. It makes more sense to conquer a neighboring country than it does the Middle East. I'm just not ready for that smoke." Yeah, a lot of people bring up that there would be a lot of backlash, a lot of blowback from attacking the cartels. I don't know exactly what that would look like, but I think it would go a lot better than some of the other wars that we've gotten ourselves into that ended up not being worth anything. Like when we left Afghanistan, that Afghanistan withdrawal. Oh man, talk about that all day. Are you blowing up the bathroom? What the hell?
Blowing my nose.
Oh, same thing. Different kind of blowing up.
My
Look,
bad.
Joe, just because I'm talking about terrorists in Afghanistan doesn't mean you get to go and blow up some stuff. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. All right, buddy.
Okay, buddy.
And then we have this from Anthony Aguero live. He's always down at the border, talking about what's going on down there. Back in Blanco says, well, that withdrawal was effed on purpose. No, I don't know if it was effed on purpose. I think it was just because Biden was in the White House and he was not an actual leader. I think that's what happened there, in my opinion, my humble opinion. But so this was posted today by Anthony Aguero. He's constantly on the border, showing during the Biden administration, he was constantly showing how many people, just the sheer number of people crossing the border. And I wanted to play a little bit of his clip here because it looks like he found. Let's see. Uh, is this it? Oh, where did I go? Am I still on X? I've never seen an X video like that. That's weird. Um, okay, so I'll just play this video. Oh, it doesn't have sound. There we go.
Mm, All right, Mr. Holman, here we have Pastor Ray aiding and abetting out here in the middle of nowhere, literally about 8 miles, 8 to 10 miles on the outskirts of Sassabee, Arizona. He's now getting shaky, making weird faces because
Job, he's in your state. Go and get him.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, I'm gonna stay quiet for the video.
No, it's fine. If you got something to say, you could stop me. I could pause the video. But no, they're in Arizona. So this video is basically highlighting that there are still people helping illegals over the border, and they're giving them aid. They're giving them food and drinks. They're basically giving them like rest stops for them to go deeper into the country.
I'll fix it.
I'll get them, Job. Just make sure you live stream it. Yeah, I'll give you permission to live stream to Tyler today.
I'm just Oxted. Tyler, start the video.
Start the video. Hit the live. Fuck it, we'll do it live.
You got 10 seconds.
Let's see what else is in this video.
he knows he got caught with his pants down. Take a look at all these men. Before their excuse was that they were going to be helping.
I had to pause. Hang on, I gotta pause it again. That was a hell of a time to start the video back. He got caught with his pants down. Look at all these men. Sorry. Anyway, continue.
Children and women, and now all we are seeing is military age males coming through here in this particular sector. This is Human trafficking, aiding and abetting, 100%. Only one woman out of all of these men, and the majority of these men actually end up crossing, and some continue going up north. They've deliberately disobeyed our laws, and they are now making other water station areas out here in assisting in the aiding and abetting of these individuals who are clearly breaking the law. This is federal immigration, and they're breaking federal immigration laws right here, guys. 100%. This guy says we're trying to hurt them, that we feel that we're much better than anybody, and we're not.
So we'll keep playing the video because there's not a whole lot of news to talk about today, and I find this video quite interesting. But like, how do you feel about the silence? Like, he's just sitting there walking around this group of people, and they aren't saying a single
Yeah,
thing.
I was gonna say I haven't seen no one really move or nothing.
They're like all hiding their faces, like they don't want to. They don't want to get on camera. This guy's saying that apparently he was being accused of trying to get them hurt. Anthony Aguero has never once tried to. He never like he's never even put his hands on someone unless they need help. All the videos I've seen is just him documenting. So just the simple fact that you're threatened by someone documenting, it's like well,
Well,
what's the worry?
that's all I
You're
gotta say. If you don't like them documenting you, welcome to America.
welcome to America, and like if you don't want to explain, like if you're not doing anything wrong, you should be able to like look the camera in the eyes and be like, look, these people need our help, we're just trying to help them, whatever, right? But this guy knows he's aiding and abetting a bunch of illegals crossing, and he doesn't want to say nothing now that the camera's rolling. So we'll continue on onto the video. If you got something to say, just scream it at me or something. Wait, let me double check. Do we have any callers? Anyone trying to call in? No, okay. Just want to make sure. Uh, reading my Discord chat. He want bad thing. He want bad thing. But okay, let's play this video.
This guy is a crook, and he should be held accountable for his actions. You're a liar and a deceiver.
So just because the chat is asking, I genuinely here. Let me pull this up. I genuinely didn't know if the narrator was there, or if he was just talking about somebody else's vid. No, Anthony is there. Anthony is there, telling that to their faces, and they're just sitting there dead silent. That's why he like has like those dramatic pauses, because he's like waiting to see if they're gonna respond, and they're just not. So let's see.
That's what you are. I already got his license plates over there too. I'm going to publish his license plates, guys. So it's time to start bringing the hammer down on these guys. Aiding and abetting is not what we do. There are much more compassionate ways for these individuals to be coming across the border, and this is not it. This is criminal activity, and we are documenting this for Tom Holman and the rest of DHS to be able to do and take the appropriate measures.
So they have like a first aid tent set up. I genuinely want to know what is even going on here, because they're all just staying silent. They're not even saying like what's going on. Like what do you think's happening here, Job?
Typically, anytime someone's caught, like in a group, they all go silent and try and find a way to explain what's going on, but nobody's trying to explain.
Well, it looks like this guy. Honestly, it looks like a kid that that is getting scolded by his parents. Like he's just sitting there with his like face on a frown, and he's like doesn't know what to say. He's just like, yeah, I got caught. You know, I'm sorry. But no, it's just like I don't know. I don't even know what's going on here.
Yeah, like
Let me skip
saying,
through
like,
this video a little bit. Sorry, what I talked over you. What?
oh no, my bad, I cut you off. But he's just not even trying to justify it. That's what I mean. Like, typically, if someone's caught, they're like, but this, that. He knows.
Dude, this is an 11-minute, almost 12-minute video. I think it's just him. Let me skip ahead. Is it literally just him standing around? Dude, he just stands there for 12 minutes recording them. That's okay. That's pretty crazy. I kind of want to watch the majority of this video. There's not a whole lot of news to talk
continuously
about.
every single day between 6 in the morning and 8 o'clock. I am going to be providing the coordinates for more journalists to continue to come out here so that this ends now.
Hear that, Job? He's dropping the coordinates for you, boy. Where are we dropping, boys? He's giving you the coordinates.
Hold on, I want you to explain this. Let's say I go out and I go to this area and they roll in with Border Patrol. How do you explain, no, I'm only here to document it?
I'm not aiding and abetting. I was recording the people that were aiding and abetting. No, that's a good point. How do you explain that to Border Patrol? Like, look, I know I'm here, but I'm not a part of it, right? I called you guys. I called.
Right.
Yeah, no, that is a that would be kind of funny. But I guess that's why he's recording, right? He doesn't want to get caught up in that bull crap. I want to know how he found these people. Is he literally just wandering the desert and he's like, a white tent with a bunch of people sitting around
He's
it.
just doing the Border Patrol's job better than they are.
Yeah, no, dude, he has been for the past like 4 years. I've been following this guy for a while. He goes all over the southern border. He has videos like this all the time. But it's just interesting to see this because we're supposed to be clamping down on the border, and
Right.
we
In
still
real,
we still have this. It's still going on.
yeah, we should put this guy on our payroll, right?
Yeah, I think Tom Homan should hire this guy. Like you said, he's doing a better job than a lot of the border patrol agents. So let's see. Am I getting any YouTube chats? I don't even know if I'm getting. Does no one chat on YouTube? I mean, that's fine. You don't have to, but I'm just saying. Rumble's better anyway, in my opinion. But you know, let me. Apparently, my thumbnail didn't update on the YouTubes, even though it should have. Okay, let me keep playing this video.
Look at these tents that are set up. It's like putting the cheese for the mouse.
Not gonna
This
lie,
is unbelievable.
that's a pretty wild statement.
This looks.
That guy just took a picture of my license plates, but no worries. I went over there and took a picture of his, and I
What
will
is he?
be posting those immediately so that we start.
What were you gonna say, Jim?
What is he gonna do? Look at this guy. He's trying to stop us.
Yeah, he's like, he took a picture of my license plate, but don't worry, I already took a picture of his. It's like exactly to your point. Like, is he supposed to be worried about that, or
Right. Like, gonna try and blackmail him with it or something? Like, saying that
look,
he's part of it?
look, you didn't do anything wrong. I have your license plate, and it's like, okay, well, I have you. I'm recording you committing crimes, and I have your license plate.
Right.
Yeah, there is no one chatting on YouTube because Rumble is where it's at. That's just how it is, guys. Which is fine. That's completely fine by me. I love the Rumbles. That's why I'm on Rumble Studio. Okay, we'll keep playing the dude. We're not even halfway through this video. I'm not gonna play the whole thing, but I'll play
Digging
a little bit more
and figuring out who these individuals truly are. These are the Samaritan groups that think that they can bypass. These people actually think that they're better than us because they feel that they're entitled to bypass federal immigration laws and do whatever the hell they want to do on their terms. All that ends today. You're on notice, Pastor Ray. Tom Holman is coming for you, bro.
Okay, I'll receive them.
Okay.
I'll receive them.
Okay.
I'll receive them.
he finally says something, and all he says is, yeah, I'll receive him. That's a weird way of it's a weird way of saying that. What would you say, Job? Like, what you got caught with your pants down, you're sitting there committing a crime. Like, how would you try to justify this? Because for me personally, like I said, I would be like, no, these people needed my help. I have no idea about their legal status.
Honestly, within the situation, I can't really say anything yet because I think about it as nobody really knows what they'll say in the situation until it happens. You're under the pressure.
That's fair. Let's see. Says, wait, what is this? Bagger Dave, he said, back in Blanco, you'll be enlightened in no time. You're learning so much about. Okay, I can't say that. He said, It was a white slur. It was a white slur, Job.
Uh,
Followed by ass. And then Blanco said, "Shut the fuck up." Nice. You guys arguing in my chat? Oh no, I'm gonna have to get you guys on to debate or something. Let's play a little bit. I'm gonna skip ahead. Let's see.
That is the face of a traitor right there.
Say again, Joe.
I was gonna say invite him to the stream. That would be.
Call into the stream, guys. Go to the Discord. Call into the stream. I want to hear you guys yell at each other.
We'll just let them duke it out at the end.
I don't know. I gotta be careful with that. One of them might yell out the white slur.
Well, then it'll be a Rumble special.
Oh yeah, that would have to be a Rumble special for sure. Special needs. Anyway, let me skip. I want to skip towards the end. Dude, imagine they're sitting there for like 12 minutes, not saying anything while this guy just records you. See if it'll load. I know. I skipped quite a distance ahead. I apologize. Come on, computer. That's fine. My computer doesn't want to play it now. We got the gist of it, I think. It's just funny to watch him. Oh, wait, there it played.
Esta persona les está contando mentiras. Todos van a
Oh, he's starting to go in on him in Spanish. Oh, shit.
ser deportados. Y van a ser fichados. No van a poder entrar, ingresar al país.
Dude, that silence is deafening. It's like a bunch of... I was going to make a very bad joke. Reminds me of a certain group of people hiding in attics. That's what I was going to say.
Oh, you kicked.
No comment on that? You don't want to comment on that, Joe?
I don't know what I can comment on that.
I know we're on YouTube, but that was probably walking the line there, to be honest. But I'm just gonna take a sip of my Pepsi. Let's see. Okay, I'm not gonna pull up that chat, Blanco. But I guess I could read some of it. Wait, no, I can't read any of that. Never mind. I'm not even gonna put that on the screen, Joe. But let's see. We did have one other story that we'll see if this fills up the last 13 minutes of 13 minutes of our time. We did not. Did you read it?
Yeah.
So guys, if we had 25 people in the stream, I would be able to read an ad for 1775 coffee, but we're just not quite there yet. That's why you need to like, share the video, and follow. That way you could catch my future streams and I could start reading ad reads. I would have the best ad reads, the funniest ad reads. Some say the greatest even. I can even get Job to read them. You guys want Job to read them over here with his microphone?
I don't be like, No, never mind. It's Will. Will you come? Or will you go to? Will you? Ad reads will be.
Is that how your ad? That's your ad read. I'll make you a personal promo. We'll play it at the start of videos. But no, Job is Job over here is my official co-host of Tyler Today. You guys need to make the channel nice and big so I could buy him his own setup. Make this stream big, guys. Make this stream great again. Not that it was before, but it is spelled that is the second spelling. It is not. His name is not Job Blanco. It is Job. Okay. They called you Job in the chat.
Oh no. Oh wait, no, he wasn't the one saying that you're mispronouncing. Never mind.
No, that was Joey Cannoli, Professor Dama.
Like, now who's mispronouncing?
Right. But okay, so we'll get into this final story. We got about 10 minutes left. So we'll talk about in the same vein of kind of what we were just talking about. I know Job loves veins, lots of them.
Hold up.
Hold up. Pause.
Hold up.
Sorry, this is a news program, Joe. We can't comment on that.
Oh, you.
Anywho, AOC campaign aide self-deports amid employment scrutiny. A former deputy communication director for Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's campaign, she's a representative in New York, if you didn't know, Job, who had been living in the United States illegally since childhood, has self-deported to Colombia This has raised questions about the employment practices of political campaigns, particularly concerning this verification of employees' legal status. The individual, Diego de la Vega, reportedly received a salary of nearly $80,000 annually. Joe, but what would you do with $80,000 a year?
Isn't she down in Mex with that?
No, no, no.
Uh,
Ocasio Cortez. That we're talking about. Her. Let's see. What was his title? Former deputy communication director. So the
uh,
communication director for Ocasio Cortez. I know she's got a Hispanic sounding name, Joe, but she is in fact a New York representative. Okay. So what would you do with 80,000 a year in New York? Probably, it would probably all go towards rent. To be honest, $4,000 in rent.
hey, what can you do?
Yeah, what can you do even in New York with that money? I questioned Joey about that. Like, I don't know how Joey lives down there. Oh, hey, the back in Blanco said Job looks like he's fresh out of the literal Bible. You're
Oh, you're
biblical, my boy.
ah. Oh my.
Oh yeah, here we got an answer from our New York resident. He said,
There.
he said, what would you to the question? Oh, there you go. You got the cross on your neck. I don't have my cross neck. It's hanging up right now. Oh no, I messed with my.
That's where my name's from is the Bible.
That's exactly why. That's exactly why you're straight out of the Bible. Um, but in response to what would you do with 80,000 a year, our resident New Yorker has the answer: live in a 1 bedroom apartment. He said, "Wait, let's see." He said, "I have a sweet deal." I would imagine if you're living in New York by yourself, Joey, I would have figured you'd be living with like 4 families at this point. I don't know how you do it. But no, so it is interesting, the story, because it's like, how long has he been here illegally? Her aide, and at what point did she know that he was illegal? Because if she's actively employing an illegal immigrant as a U.S. representative and not reporting it to the authorities, she's actively committing a crime. So what did she know, and when did she know it? Would be my question. What do you think should happen to her, Joe? What do you think should happen to people that employ illegal immigrants?
Well, they're aren't they falsifying documents if they're not
That or
reporting?
just not checking. They could just not they could just outright not check for citizenship. But that would still be a crime in itself, I'm pretty sure, because you're supposed to
Yeah,
check for citizenship when you employ someone
yeah. That's my point. Being is they would have to falsify documents.
or something, right? So,
Yeah,
sorry, go ahead.
I think their business should honestly probably be shut down, or like in. I'm trying to think of the word so I don't sound stupid.
Do you think they should face jail time?
Likely, yeah.
Likely, yeah. Back in Blanco said N word. What? This is turning into my show. Look, when I have a good buddy on like Job, I've known him for years. It is gonna turn into the Blanco show. Job, you just bring the best out of me. I swear. Um, is
Wait,
my
what?
mic coming out through okay? I bumped my fucking mic.
You sound a little graspy, I believe.
Sound a little graspy. What the fuck, dude? Wait. Okay. Is that better? Or is
Yeah,
that your phone? How do I sound in chat? Someone tell me in chat. How do
yes.
I sound? Okay, well, we'll pull up this last story. We got about 5 minutes. Blanco said, "I love that." I'm assuming that's in response to our beautiful friendship. Um, uh,
Wait, wait,
Blanco's
wait.
just calling you Job now. He refused to call you Job.
He's doing some Nathan shit.
No, for real. Nathan, another good friend of the show. Maybe we could have him on someday, if he's allowed.
Yeah, out the internet.
Yeah, he's not even allowed to be on the internet. Um, yeah, he said, "You sound okay, baby boy." Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. So we'll just read a bit of this article the last few minutes. Let's see. Former illegal immigrant aide to AOC self-deports to Colombia amid questions about employment. I do have to give him props to self-deporting. Definitely saves us some time and money and resources. All the illegals should self-deport. That would make it way easier. What do you think, Job? Should they self-deport? Should just have them leave on their own accord?
Well, I personally think if they don't self deport, there should be a repercussion.
I mean, the repercussion is being sent on a plane and dropped out with a parachute, right? Not that we can do that. I mean, we could fill their parachute with spoons or something, but an illegal immigrant who once worked for Representative Ocasio-Cortez campaign has moved to Colombia in frustration over the pace of progressive immigration reform in the United States. I don't know what they mean by progressive immigration. What is progressive about enforcing the laws that have been on the books for decades? Um, it's bittersweet. I hadn't left the country in 23 years. From age 7 to 30, Diego de la Vega told Migrant Insider, now I can't go back to the United States. It feels like exile. It's a very permanent move, but my wife and I are confident we made the right decision. And after some time, it's been a real pleasure to be here. De la Vega came to the United States when he was 7 years old, but ended up illegally overstaying his visitor's visa. Protections are going away, regardless of who is in the White House. The strategy hasn't adapted to the modern era. Biden had a trifecta, the House, Senate, and White House, but dropped the ball. So I don't know exactly what this guy wanted to happen. If he's been in the country since the age of 7, he's been here 23 years, he could have gotten his friggin' citizenship legally. Like, I don't know what he's complaining about. There's people in my own family that came here and they overstayed illegally, but they eventually got their citizenship, and I'm happy they did because that's how it should be. You should, if you're gonna stay here, you get your friggin' citizenship. Let's see. De La Vega first became politically active. Okay, that's look at this. Look at this typo right here. De La Vega first became politically active in 2010 after the Dream Act, which would have offered a path to legal status for illegal immigrants brought into the United States as a child. It failed to pass the Senate by 5 votes. Despite his illegal status, Diego de la Vega had no trouble rising to the ranks of the Empire State Democratic politics. From 2019 to 2021, he worked as a special assistant to former Harlem Assembly member Robert J. Rodriguez. He also interned for U.S. Rep. Carolyn Maloney. He signed up with AOC in 2022, holding various positions before rising to Deputy Communications Director. Ocasio-Cortez said, Diego's amazing. We love him. Does it have any information about when his, like, how long? Okay, so he came when he was 7. He's been here 23 years. But how long was his visa for? That's what I need to find out. Let me see if Grok knows. Maybe Grok knows about it. Let's see. What's his name? Can't find his name. I just saw it. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. So we're coming to the end of the show here, Job. I just want to find out when he, like, how long has he been here legally? Because I'm assuming if he's been here legally, then that means when did his visa expire? That's what I want to know. Does Grok have any information on it? Did you see my video talking about how Grok does lie sometimes?
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, so we do have to be careful about that. Overstayed his visa. Specific details regarding the exact expiration date of his visa are not publicly available. So that's what I would want to know is when did his visa expire? Because he had to have, like, it had to have been a while ago, right? If he's been here since the age of 7. Let's I gotta go, white boy Blanco. Some dude just effed up in the main chopper. What? Okay, I don't know what you mean by that, Bagger Dave, but judging by your name, I'm assuming you work with helicopters or airplanes or something. So,
Baggers. Wait, Chopper. So, is he working in a body shop for motorcycles?
oh, maybe. Interesting. I don't know. He would have to clarify, but he left. So, and Blanco says, "F them up." Yes, if they messed up a job, you go f them up. That's how it should go. But yeah, overall, great stream, Job. I hope to have you on again in the future. I know you're only available on Saturdays with my current time slot. I'm thinking about moving to 1:30 time, though. I want to do 1:30 to 2:30. That way I could send everybody over to Joey Cannoli's live stream on Outworld Live. Go check him out. I don't have a link available, but you should still go check him out. Outworld Live on Rumble.
future, I'm gonna do a little more research on our topics, so I have more to say and all that.
No worries. You're a virgin when it comes to politics. So
Yeah,
and only politics. No, I'm just whoa, whoa, whoa. It's
uh,
okay. It's okay. You're 18. Anyway,
California.
say again.
And you're a Californian.
I'm a Californian. You're right. So I could do whatever I want as long as it's within 10 years. So. My disgusting state. Look, Job, he was ready. He was ready with that link. Look at him, Professor Dama. He was ready with that link. Go check him out. Sports show later after UFC tonight. So go check out Outworld Live. Go check
I
out
think
that
I
sports
followed
show.
him. Yeah, when I first saw him sent that link, and I realized it was your buddy. I think I followed him.
Good. Yes, everyone should go follow the Professor D Hama. Wait. Oh,
No, I guess I
oh no, I
didn't.
said it wrong. He's
Oh,
gonna kill me. Oh, your camera froze. All I saw was your shiny forehead.
well, it says your receding hairline.
Hey, whoa! Don't talk about the hairline, bro. I don't want to lose my hair. I don't want to end up like my
Oh yeah,
brother.
sorry, I forgot to not mention it on stream because you're very sensitive about
I'm so sensitive. It really
it.
pulls at the heartstrings. I have an oddly shaped head. If I go bald, I don't know what I'll do. You know, my brother himself, he's already bald. You know, I feel bad for him.
Oh,
No, my brother is bald. That's not even. Wait,
I got
well,
bad news for you.
look. So here, I'll tell a story real quick, okay? My dad wasn't there when my brother was born, so he actually has my mom's last name. So I'm a Rittenauer. He's an Edwards, okay? So it's completely different, okay? He got different genes.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever even told you that. So now
No,
that
I
you
was gonna
know that.
say I've not known that one. I've known you for a long time.
Yeah, my brother has a different last name than me. He has my mom's last name. That's because my mom and dad didn't get along, and she didn't know if he was coming back. So, but it's okay. He came back with the milk. We're all good. But you know, it was only good for so long. Anyway. But Job, you want to say goodbye?
Thank you for coming to the stream. Goodbye. Make sure to drop a like and a follow if you like his content. Hope to see
Hell
you guys
yeah.
again.
Hell yeah, that was Job today. I'm gonna go ahead and bump him off the screen. But boop, he's still in the audience. I don't know if you can hear him still. He can scream into the abyss. But again, thank you guys for tuning into the stream. Always a pleasure. Thank you for tuning into the Saturday show. The Saturday shows will probably be a little bit more chill like this, a little bit more goofy, especially if I have Job on because Job and I we've got some good banter back and forth when it comes to joking around. He just needs to shake off the nerves a little bit. But thank you guys for tuning in and peace out.
I'll eat yours nerves.